There are truths no one warns you about, not because they're hidden, but because they're too close, too gentle, too beautiful to question. What begins with tenderness may end in silence, but not every silence is peaceful. Sometimes the most enchanting connection isn't love, but the recognition of a wound hidden beneath comfort. We call it love, but often it's just rehearsal. We perform to feel worthy, but have we ever questioned, is it truly love? We suffer not from events, but from our judgment of events. Epictetus, a man doesn't vanish suddenly. It happens quietly, one small compromise at a time, a word left unsaid, a softened truth, a self altered out of fear, of displeasure. Have you ever realized you're performing a role just to be loved? Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. You yield, you change, and each time you lose a part of yourself. The real danger isn't in her, but in how easily you trade yourself for momentary acceptance. No one completes anyone else. You only complete yourself. It rarely ends with a slammed door. Usually it's a forced smile, a distant gaze, a gentle withdrawal of attention. You don't grieve the person, but the role you played. You grew accustomed to applause, but now there's only silence. Zeno of Citium, founder of Stoicism, taught, happiness is a life flowing naturally. The clearest Stoic moment comes when you realize no one else is your source of life except you. True presence doesn't vanish when others leave. It becomes stronger, deeper, more authentic because of their absence. The illusion fades, not because she changed, but because you no longer need her to be perfect. For the first time, you see her as a real person, not a symbol, not romanticized, but someone with flaws and virtues. There's a story that Socrates told his students. Marry or do not marry. If you marry well, you will be happy. If not, you will become a philosopher. This is the moment of true freedom. You no longer need anyone to complete you. You realize your worth never depended on her perfection. When she leaves, silence doesn't echo. It stares directly at you. Who are you? When no one is watching, who are you without a role to play? This collapse isn't heartbreak, but the shattering of an identity that was never truly yours. Seneca wrote, "It is not about how long you live, but how you live." Some people flee from this realization, spending their lives searching for other reflections, never discovering themselves. But the one who faces this emptiness, who allows silence to burn away illusions, will find true presence. And once you find your true presence, no one can take it away from you. After illusions crumble, a profound peace emerges. You no longer await messages, nor seek meaning in absence. Your heart no longer needs validation, and your presence no longer performs. You return to your authentic self. Epictetus said, "There is nothing greater than a calm and peaceful mind." This is where real love begins. Not love that clings, but love that accompanies, without demands, without compromise. In this quiet place, perhaps someone else, also seeking truth, will truly meet you. This is not the end. It is the beginning of something unshakable. The Stoics teach that clarity is only the first flame. What followed is the slow fire of daily living. To walk the Stoic path means choosing honesty over charm, stillness over approval, integrity over validation. You begin to speak less, but say more. You no longer rush to be understood because you understand yourself. There's a story of Cleanthes, the Stoic who carried water by night so he could write philosophy by day. A reminder that truth is not just spoken, it is lived. You don't just let go of illusions, you build in their absence. You build a life aligned with your values. You no longer perform for connection. You invite it without needing it. And those who find you in this space find not a version of you that pleases, but the version that endures. This is how the Stoic lives, with less noise and more meaning. Not to escape love, but to love more wisely. If this resonates with you, let it echo within your mind. Remember, you are only truly strong when you no longer have to perform. The man who faces silence, no longer seeking reflections, will discover himself. So, are you ready to meet yourself? If something in this spoke to you, if you saw yourself in the quiet spaces between the words, leave a sign, a like, a subscription, not to support the channel, but to remind yourself that once you paused and truly listened.